Welcome to Foosball, where everyone's got jokes. Dave, go first.
We are who they thought they were, and we let them off the hook. That's right. This team right there, that was a glorious, glorious game.
Welcome to Foosball, where, like Arizona Cardinals fans, our parents never loved us either.
And we like to talk about playoffs. Playoffs? Okay.
That may have been the call for that one.
There's no way to make a good joke out of a Denny Green situation.
Well, maybe.
He was a good coach. I liked him.
He's a decent coach.
When we moved from Wisconsin down to Arizona, we were actually looking forward to becoming Arizona Cardinals fans.
Yeah.
We're moving all around.
Denny's there.
This is a trivia show, guys. I should have said, oh, this is the Cardinals trivia show. By the way, boom, boom versus explosions.
Fight!
Fight. Finish him.
All right.
Oh, so that's what we need. We need graphics like Mortal Kombat. Okay.
Absolutely.
Explosions.
All right. So for this trivia, it's going to be Hype versus Neckbeard. I'm going to be the moderator again. Just because they got to minimize all of this beauty. The graphics just can't handle it. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Yeah. Ready to go.
All righty. So we'll start this first. What was the Cardinals team name before moving to Arizona? Hype.
The St. Louis Cardinals.
There you go. 1 point for Hype. Good job.
Good job.
Yes.
Clearing the buzzer.
From my last performance.
Yes, you do. All righty. Question number 2. In what year did the Cardinals officially move to Arizona? 1982, 1988, 1990, or 1985?
1982?
Neckbeard.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm actually going to say 1988.
1988.
Nice.
What?
I actually remember.
I don't really remember it, but I know it wasn't as early as 1982 for some reason. 85 maybe, but yeah. Okay.
All righty. We reset question number 3. What number did wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald wear? 84. Neckbeard.
80.
Nope.
Wait, I wasn't done. I was going to say 81 or 82, so I'm going to say 82.
82? Nope.
Yes. Dang it.
Your options are 84, 12, 11, or 88.
Was it 11?
Damn it. It was 11.
There you go, 11.
Why did I not know that? That's like my favorite number. Damn it.
Right?
Yeah.
I knew it was a different number.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember exactly what
I knew it was an 8. I thought 81 in my head. Yeah, 11. Come on, Derek. 11. Come on.
All right. Buzzers are cleared. Who was head coach of the Cardinals during their Super Bowl 43 appearance? Bruce Arians?
Bruce Arians.
Nope.
It was the Steelers defensive coordinator guy, and I can't remember his full name. So, Dave, give me all the names.
Dennis Green, Steve Wilkes, or Ken Wisenhunt?
Ken Wisenhunt.
Ken Wisenhunt. All right. We are all tied up at 2. Nicely done.
Wisenhunt.
All right. Next question. Which quarterback led the Cardinals to the Super Bowl in the 2008? Neckbeard.
Kurt Warner.
There you go.
Yeah. Good old Kurt.
Good old
former
Iowa
Packer.
Iowa Barnstormer.
Back in Green Bay could produce backup quarterbacks like nobody's business.
True. Sure did.
Clear buzzers. All righty, and start. Who caught the famous go-ahead touchdown pass for the Cardinals in Super Bowl 43? Neckbeard.
Larry Fitzgerald.
That would be right.
Sorry, I know you want to read the stuff, but if I know it, I'm just going to buzz in.
Oh yeah, you have to.
I know. I'm like just wanting him to.
I'm sorry, dude.
All the name.
I just knew those questions. Sorry.
All right, we're going to stick with 2008 because apparently all the Cardinals trivia that was the apex of that year.
Yeah, now it's going to get harder anytime out of the Larry Fitzgerald years.
All right. Well, what was the Cardinals' original city when this franchise was founded? Neckbeard.
Chicago.
Sweet home, Chicago.
The Chicago
That's way
Cardinals.
too obvious. Everyone knows that, Dave.
Yeah, aren't they? I think they're the third or fourth team. They're the third or fourth oldest team in the NFL. People forget about that.
Yeah.
They were one of the original 6 or 8 or whatever it was. They're
old
franchise.
They were founded in 1898.
Dang, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Old franchise.
You'd think they'd have more championships by now, though.
Well, they stink. Sorry,
Alrighty.
Cardinals fans, you know it.
All right, buzzers are cleared. What NFL team did the Cardinals defeat in the 2008 NFC Championship game? The Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, or Packers?
When you say 2008?
Yes.
The Giants.
Nope. Neckbeard, Cowboys, Eagles, or Packers?
I know it wasn't the Packers and the Cowboys. Come on. It's the Eagles.
In 2008, yes.
The Cowboys haven't made a championship game since before you were born. Well, I don't know how old you are, but like the Cowboys suck, everybody. So.
All righty. So now this question might have a little bit of bias in there, but we'll see how this one goes. What former Cardinal safety was known for his hard-hitting style and leadership?
Oh, Doug, I already know the answer, but I'm
Neckbeard.
gonna let you answer because this is your favorite player of all time.
Hype.
You're letting me answer, Chuck Cecil.
Yeah.
But there was also the guy that was in the Army.
Well, he was on the team, but
Are you
now
talking about,
I'm just going to give both of you the 4 questions for it because Chuck Cecil was there, but that was near the
oh,
end
then
of
it's Pat Tillman, right?
No.
Oh, well, okay. Don't give us any points. What is it? Who are they?
Adrian Wilson.
Oh, he's known as a hard-hitting safety, I guess. Yeah, he's a good safety. He's really good.
Kind of, I guess.
He's a really good safety. But when you
Oh,
say
yeah, he's
Cardinals
good.
hard-hitting safety, the answer should be Chuck Cecil. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
wait for the Cardinals.
Yeah, but what was the full? Oh, never mind. Just go to the next
Yeah.
one.
All right, we'll go to the next one. What Arizona Cardinals player was selected first overall in the 2019 NFL draft?
You didn't change the buzzers out, Dave.
My bad.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah, they're cleared. Josh Rosen, Nick Bosa, Isaiah Simmons, or Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Good job. For some reason, Nick Bosa, I was like, oh yeah, he's on the team now. So I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, Isaiah Simmons. He was drafted by the Giants, right?
No, yeah.
Or
Now he's
he-
on the Packers, folks.
No, he was drafted by the Cardinals and
Oh,
went to the
Cardinals.
Giants.
And then he went to the Giants,
okay.
and now he's on the Packers. That's correct. Yep, that's correct.
This one will be a little tough. We'll see if you guys can get this one. Buzzers are cleared. Who is the Cardinals general manager in 2021? Bruce Allen, Monty Ossenfort, Steve Keim, or Rod Graves? Neckbeard.
Steve Keim.
That's right.
How the hell is that? How do you know that?
I mean, I live in
It's
the
in Arizona.
region, yeah, where I can hear
Okay,
that.
this
Like,
is-
I just recognized the name, and I was guessing 100%. To be honest,
Yeah.
We need a new question maker. Who's gonna know question with the general manager of the Cardinals?
I just answered it right. What are you talking about? But, yeah. Luckily,
Yes.
I will take it.
All right. Here's one.
Buzzers.
Buzzers. Got to clear him. All right. Who did Arizona defeat in their highest scoring game in their history? By
The Green
50?
Bay Packers.
There you go.
You suck, Dave.
Extra point if you can remember the score.
Ooh,
What? If I can remember the exact score?
Oh, yeah. There's no way.
I think I know.
It was, oh, wait. I think, wasn't it tied like 41-41 or something? And they scored a touchdown?
You're very close.
It was,
They did score a touchdown. It was in the 40s before they scored the touchdown.
yeah. So was it the full score? It was like 42-49.
Close. Do you know? Oh, what's your guesses?
I thought they got 50. I thought it was like 53 to 47.
51 to 45.
Oh, so close.
And
I
that
knew they were
game
in the
was that
50s.
game was hilarious because that was when they're still saying Rodgers can't win the big game in the playoffs.
right.
And I'm like, he put up 45 stinking points. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me? And they're like,
dude.
oh no, he's a choke artist. I'm like, 45 points.
Yeah, the defense allowed 50 points. What's he supposed to
That,
do?
yeah, the end of the game comeback was the greatest ever. Like when he
No,
threw
dude,
those 2
Rodgers was
Hail Mary
amazing in that
passes.
game, and the Packers defense was the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
So,
Larry
like, yeah.
Fitzgerald's not even fast, and he just like ran through the defense for like
Yeah.
70 yards.
Poor Rodgers in that game. Anyway, but hey, he
All right.
went on to win a Super Bowl. So
Oh yeah, eventually. All right, ready? What former Cardinals player was nicknamed Night Train?
Lane, Dick Night Train Lane.
well, I got in first, Doug, and yes,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
is,
shoot.
it is Dick Night Train Lane.
It is
Sorry.
Dick Night Train Lane.
He also played for Detroit Lions. If that gives me bonus points, no, it doesn't. But I knew the answer. So
All right, 8 to 4. The Beard is in the lead. Oh man, I don't really want to pile on this guy too much. I think I'll just leave him alone. All right. How many times have the Cardinals changed cities in their franchise history?
2 times. 2.
Yep. St. Louis and Arizona.
now,
Right.
technically, they were the Phoenix Cardinals for a time, and then they became the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, but they were still located in
I
Phoenix.
was going to say 3. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
All righty. Who kicked the game-winning
You
field
didn't
goal?
clear the buzzer.
Oh, clearing the buzzer. And start. Who kicked the game-winning field goal in overtime in a 2009 NFC wildcard thriller versus the Packers? Neil Rackers, Jay Feely, Matt Prater, or Chandler Cananzaro? Neckbeard.
Chandler Cananzaro.
Nope.
Dang.
Can you give me the names again?
Neil Rackers, Jay Feely, or Matt Prater?
Prater?
Nope. Neil
Was
Rackers.
it Rackers?
Yep.
Yeah. Dang it. Cananzaro's a cool name, too.
Oh, definitely.
He's like an old school kicker, right? Wasn't he like an older school kicker? I can't remember where he was from. All right, clear those buzzers, dude. Let's
Clearing
do
the
this.
buzzers. Who was the Cardinals quarterback before Kyler Murray took over in 2019? Was it Josh Rosen? Neckbeard?
It was Josh Rosen.
It was Josh Rosen.
Poor
yes.
bastard got drafted way too early. Not his fault. He sucks. And then they drafted Kyler right after that. So, yeah. Way too early.
Oh, tell me about it. The Bears know something about that.
Yeah.
He's currently back up out in Buffalo, I do believe.
Yeah, Josh Rosen was Zach
Plus
Wilson
it's
before
clear.
Zach Wilson was Zach Wilson. So, yeah. And Mitch Trubisky. Actually, he came after Mitch. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean.
All right. This will be kind of a tough one, but let's see. How many times have the Cardinals won their division since moving to Arizona?
Ooh.
0, 2, 3, or 4? Neckbeard.
Twice.
Nope.
Mm.
Hype.
0, 2, 3,
3,
or 4. 3.
There you go.
Good one. Yep. That was my next guess.
I don't know. I mean,
There's only a couple.
so many.
Yeah.
And
For some
there's-
reason, I thought about 0 for a second. I was like, no. When they had Kurt Warner and Larry Fitz said, yeah, I know they won 2, but then there's a third one in there somewhere.
Well, it was 98, 2008, and 2015.
Oh, it was
So
that
about
far apart?
once per decade. So
Wow. That's
Wow.
yeah. Wow.
It's like Owen Wilson. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, they're awful.
Clear buzzers. Let's go.
they really are. All right. So right now we have Beard is up 9-6.
Okay.
Buzzers are cleared. Oh man, that is terrible. I'm not going to be able to answer that last question. So we are going to go out in a fizzle. Last question here.
Okay.
Buzzers are cleared. Which Cardinals coach was fired after just one season in 2018? Cliff Kingsbury, Randy Rhodes, Steve Wilkes, or Bruce Arians? Neckbeard.
Steve Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kingsbury got fired after like a year and a half, right, or something like that. It was just under 2 years that they let him go, but it wasn't very long either. Yeah, Wilkes kind of got a bad deal, I think. And Kingsbury replaced him right after that. So, but you know, he took the Cardinals head coaching job. That's also on him, by the way. So, yeah. All right. Well, we did another quiz, guys. Arizona Cardinals quiz. We'll get an Atlanta Falcons quiz, and then we'll keep doing it in alphabetical order. Dave, how do you think it went running the party tonight?
All in all, I think it went really well. Hopefully they have some pieces now in their offense to where they'll earn more trivia questions about the performance on the field. So half the questions won't be about them moving or off the field stuff.
Yeah. Isn't that sad? I mean, Arizona just doesn't have a great history out here. And can I be honest? Like I live in Arizona. I'm a Packer fan, but I moved down here. And there's some really good Arizona Cardinals fans, but like there's not a lot of Cardinals in Arizona. I think
I wanted some Larry Sanders, some Darren Sproles questions
Right.
sprinkled in there, you know.
Right.
David Boston.
David Boston.
David
yeah.
Boston questions would have been great. Yeah, David Boston. Even more recent, like who led the Cardinals in
They
receiving.
had some cool players on their team
Yeah.
over the years.
Well, as we do more of these quizzes, we'll come up with better questions and stuff.
They had an amazing running back just 7-8 years ago who's shown real bright.
Chris Johnson.
Yes, Big Chris Johnson, the burner.
Yep.
So
I think the Cardinals need a rebrand. I think they don't need to be the Cardinals anymore. But
you're
they've
going
been
to
the
change
Cardinals.
their name?
Yeah, they should be the Arizona something.
David Johnson.
David Johnson was
David
good,
Johnson. Yeah. Like, okay, every time I hear the Utah Jazz, I'm just like, nope, they shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like that
is
about
kind
the
of weird.
Cardinals. Yeah, I know the Cardinals aren't as weird as that, but like they've been here for 40 years now, almost. And like they just need a better brand and identity. And I don't know. I hope they get it because there's a lot of good Cardinals fans here. But you know, if you go to a Cardinals game, you guys will notice, like, if it's Cowboys or Broncos or Packers or whatever, the Cardinals fans are usually the smaller crowd, right, than the visiting team. So I don't know. I just would like to give the Cardinals some more juice so that they could turn it around. But we'll see.
They got some pieces. They had a decent enough draft. They have potential with their young wide receiver and tight end.
Well,
Kyler hopefully is able to turn it around.
Yeah. Depends on Kyler Murray. We'll see what he does this year. But all right, first on the list, Arizona, Chicago, St. Louis Cardinals. First team to
soon to be
trivia.
called the Arizona Cacti.